Hey guys, what's going on? And today I'm watching the Arsenal game at the moment. It's half time. Arsenal's beating MK Dons 2-1, and at the moment, it's a decent game. It's good to see El Nene back. I thought he was a decent player defensively, and I thought a lot of the fans gave him a lot of stick, gave him a hard time when you saw certain things happening, like him playing out of position. Six positions he played in his last season with us, including centre back, left back, right back, all across the midfield. And it just, like, when that happens, a player's not happy because you're just not doing what you want with him. We saw all the issues with Maitland-Niles at right back, didn't we? Complaining about putting him in the right position. As soon as he played further up the pitch in the midfield, he turned into a decent player, and we actually saw what he could do. And it just goes to show, and look, it's the same things happening with Callum Chambers. I know when he played at centre back, we never lost the game. He was an ultimate utility man, played right back for us, struggled at first, but then looked kind of decent afterwards before the injury. And then obviously when he went to Fulham, he played holding midfielder, in which he had the best defensive stats, passes intercepted, duels won in the whole league. And again, I've been sort of challenging Emery and Arteta and Lundberg to actually play the guy there. No one's played him there. Guys, unless we play players in the same position and the position that they're perfectly matched for, then we're not really going to see the best of them. And I think we didn't see that with El Nene. And listen, El Nene has had a good season. I don't know what Arteta's plans is for him, but he's probably going to go back there. But at half time, it's 2-1 Arsenal. The own goal, not much anybody could do about that. We weren't under no danger, though, which was strange. A ball comes in, Holding tries to head it over the bar, and in the end, it flies over Leno's head. Leno can't do much about that. I'd like to see what Martinez would have done, who was taller. I think a taller goalkeeper might have got a hand to that. But outside of that, it was a nothing. We were under no pressure. They didn't have anybody in the box. And Maitland-Niles has looked a bit flat as well. In fact, a couple of guys have looked flat. Aubameyang looks a little bit off the pace. Runs and everything are there. It's just like sharpness and finish isn't really there. But I do want to talk about William Saliba. William Saliba, man, he looks composed. His ability to play the ball out the back with calmness and accuracy. The ball looks good at his feet. His positioning is really, really good at the moment. I think Arteta's got a lot to work with there, guys. I think he's going to surprise a few people this season. And look, this guy's no dummy, man. He's had man of the matches at 18 years old. He's 19 now, obviously. He's had man of the matches at 18 years old. He's dominated some good players like Mbappe. He's done well against Neymar. And I think he's come here and he's looking to kind of nail down a spot. You're not going to want to come in to a team like this with the amount of numbers that we've got at centre-back and not want to put and stamp down your authority on the team. And I think he really wants to do that. That's probably why Arteta's put him in to have a look at him straight away. And although they're seeing him every day in practice, I think today shows the fans exactly what they've got, because we really haven't had a look at him in an Arsenal shirt, to be honest. And I know it's MK Dons, but it doesn't stop the things that he's actually doing as far as his positioning and his ability to play out the ball out the back and spot danger, play the overlap. He looks kind of tidy, and I like that. But guys, Maitland-Niles to Wolves, 20 million. It looks like they've inquired about that, and he hasn't said no. Yeah, so that's something that he's going to look at. I know it's strange, he's playing today, but then Arsenal are short, and then they've got a short but then Arsenal have got a really short time span for when they're actually playing. You'd expect him to see some time in the Charity Shield and then be playing 2 weeks' time. So the team are so thin at the moment in the middle of the park and in those positions, you can't really put a player and leave them out because of transfers or things like that. So look, if he goes, he goes. I'm a big fan of Maitland-Niles, always have been. These things are happening because the team has to find money to facilitate the Thomas Partey deal. Arsenal are still trying to bag that deal. They're stepping up the chase with the transfer targets. Actually, he's adding Ousmane Ouar to that, which I've said last week. I think he's out of the ballpark. 50 million euros. If Arteta is serious about getting Thomas Partey and is serious about getting Ousmane Ouar, then I think that there's going to be an exodus of players going that Arteta knows is actually going to go. And I did say how hard it is going to be to sell players this summer. So, you know, maybe something's going on there that I don't know about, and we might see an exodus of players leave. But outside of that, you can't go for 100 million euros worth of players without having a plan. So it's obvious We don't know how much the monies they've got. We do know how much money they're supposed to have, 160 million, which was what was guaranteed to the Arsenal Supporters Trust. But at the same time, we don't really know the situation that they're in because of COVID. And the losses next year, if there's no fans in the stadium next year, then you can't really spend money. So I think a lot of the players, either they have been in contact with, from what we're hearing, Guendouzi, the Villarreal thing, that was a no-go. Now PSG have come back into the fray. And listen, all it takes is a couple of deals, guys, yeah? Couple of deals. Rob Holding, Leeds are looking at him. Socrates, Napoli are looking at him. Maitland-Niles, Wolves are looking at him, 20 million. 30 million for Guendouzi. Look, all it takes is a couple of these deals to go, and then Arsenal have themselves 50 million straight off the bat, yeah? And we're not talking about Klasnach now. Schalke have made an inquiry about him, although they're kind of turning their nose up about the salary that he's currently being paid 100 grand a week. But all it just takes is 2, 3 or 4 of these deals to fall into your lap, where you can start to create some space, and then you can actually bring some players in. Because one can say it's great to have a squad, but a Thomas Partey is worth 3 or 4 of our players. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Thomas Partey, that's what he's really looking at, because I said it before and I said it 1,000 times. Since Jacques has been in the middle, you've not finished in the top 4. And you ain't got a chance to finish in the top 4 against the top teams with somebody who's that immobile, doesn't spot danger, gives the ball away consistently. That's not a recipe for success. So as much as the coach loves Xhaka, I get it, yeah? I totally get it. But as much as he loves Xhaka, so he has to upgrade that position if the team's going to aspire to finish higher than what they have in the past. So guys, also let's talk about Smith Rowe going to Monaco. And look, I said it to the guys before, I'm just not with that. 2 years ago, he was our most outstanding player in the preseason, and he ain't played for us really ever since. He's had a couple of games before he went to Huddersfield, but he hasn't really featured. And with a player like that, look at what happened last summer. Last summer, Eddie Nketiah was banging in goals every game in the preseason. We sent him on loan. He was really good at Leeds. Arteta got a look at him in the new year and thought, this guy ain't going nowhere. And the rest is history. He scored again today, actually. Really, really nice goal. And you get a guy like Smith Rowe, and unfortunately, it's the same formula there. You got a guy, very talented. Stop sending him on loan and put him in your team and find out what he can really do. If he's that good and is such a big talent with a high ceiling, take a look at him, integrate him into your system, your philosophies, let him see what he's like in your team, and then make the decision. Stop sending these guys out on loan. If he goes out on loan, the guys, and that tells me that Arteta doesn't think he's good enough. Yeah, and that's just me being honest. If he goes out on loan again, for me, I think that his Arsenal career is just a non-starter, because you've got guys who are younger than him now, who are getting playing time. Yeah, Nelson, Nketiah, you've got Joe Willock, you've got Saka, you've got these guys. And remember, he was above them at that point. Yeah, he was the most talented player at that point coming out of the academy. So how have 4 or 5 guys all of a sudden just jumped ahead of him and he ain't getting no time? Yeah, look, I'm a big Smith Rowe fan, so I'd like to see him play in a red shirt this season, and I'd like to see Arteta to take a deeper look at him. So guys, I'm going to leave it right there. Gabriel's photo shoot is today, so hoping to see some pictures on the website in the next 24 hours, and welcoming our boy into the red and white army. I can't wait to see that. And I'll catch up with you guys soon, man. Remember, Wednesday night, we got a show tomorrow where we're going to preview the Charity Shield, so it'd be great to see you guys come in on that. See you later, man. Right back at you. Peace out.